So, what I learned from doing the 5 E's is I think they're fun. I like them. I like the exploring. I like that it puts power in the student's hands and that it does break misconceptions. And I think it has the potential to just wrap up like a nice little package. Like though there's just that that moment when you tie the bow on and it's just complete. That's what I feel like when a 5E hits everything. When the 5E circles back to what you talked about in the beginning, when it does that full aha for a student. And it's so cool when that happens, and it's such an exciting feeling. When it doesn't happen, it's kind of like okay, wah wah wah. We should have hit that. But that's part of learning. That's part of growing. But with 5E, I like the process. I wrote another unit plan using it, basically using it, kind of using the same ideas. So I've gotten pretty comfortable and familiar with it, and I like the concept. It is hard though. It's not. It's just hard to lesson plan without, and I think I'm getting better at it, but without the full students in front of you, I just feel like sometimes I miss things, and I hate it. I did it with my read aloud too. I just missed. I didn't take it full circle, and I hate that. I hate when I don't fully hit all the concepts. It drives me insane. But that's just something I'll have to keep working on and keep learning, and you really don't know till you do it with students. Maybe practicing on peers it would help, but still we practiced it and we didn't even see the holes. We didn't see those gaps. So you just don't know until you do it with students. So the engineering design process is it is ask, imagine, plan, create, improve. So this is also, I think, can be applied to lesson planning. Let me just say that, because it's what you do. You ask, what do the students need to learn? You imagine it, you plan it, and you create the lesson, and then you do the lesson, and then you improve upon it. So this formula is really applies for the rest of lifetime. Applies to many different fields, and specifically with science. We use this to create our bulletin board. And I'm so sad. I created a bunch of QR codes that linked to like Padlets where the students could interact, and I had like teacher examples, but then we scrapped it all. But that's okay. I'm not mad about it. But our bulletin board, I think, had a really good basis and explained it well. And I also thought the most important part of this is the improve. Because you can ask, create, imagine, and plan for hours, and you'll still probably find things you need to improve on. You can do it over and over and over again. I think the important thing is that we teach kids it's a continuum. And that's why growth mindset is important, because it can be easy to get to the improve phase and think, I'm over it, I don't want to do it again. But just think how much better it will be. So it's a chance for students again to evaluate what they've learned, their misconceptions. It's a chance for them to go back and improve upon it and break something they thought was going to work and it didn't work. Now you know, Albert Einstein, go again. Didn't he mess up like 399 times or something? So this process, I think, just like research, like all those things, it just allows you to really dive deep into a concept because you're constantly improving. And there's always room to constantly improve. I think on anything. I don't think anything is ever fully complete. I think there's always room for improvement, and not in a monotonous, not in a bad way, not in a way that's frustrating or upsetting, just in the fact that there's always room for improvement. So it's just an important process to teach, not only in science but in life. And when I sent a picture of my bulletin board to my family group chat, and my brother he works for Uber headquarters, and he was like, "That's the exact process we teach our employees, our new employees," and he's in like the risk management department or something. So it really just goes to show you that something that they will be learning in these younger elementary grades is going to be impactful, is going to be something they'll use most likely in their future career. So really learning how to do this and do it well is important. So the most important and impactful assignments, I think we're towards the end. I feel like in the last like October, October to the end, I think we really started hitting stuff. But I think the first thing that we did that really was like when you modeled your lesson, and when we created like our just explore phase. Like I think those were really good. Just got the ball rolling, and that stuff was all very helpful. Watching my peers was helpful. Seeing how they did things, I think it just gives you ideas, and it inspires you, and I think that I really like that. I like seeing how other people do things, and seeing the modeling of the lessons. It would be good if maybe actually, no, never mind. I was thinking of